people often complain about their portraits?
No.
I was going to say, it's a bit like you, Dave. We know where it's going.
They don't? People tend to just, they're happy to have their painting in the gallery. It's hanging there. It's part of a national collection. It must be an honour to have your face hanging in one of the country's leading galleries, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think certainly the portraits that we have of the people who are in those portraits do see it as an honour.
Yeah. Is there any portraits of Ms. Gina Rinehart in the portrait gallery?
Yes, there is a portrait of Gina Rinehart in the portrait gallery. However, the portrait is not in the collection.
Mm-hmm.
The portrait was accepted as a gift by the board, so it was ratified by the board to go into the collection. However, as we've processed the deed of gift related to that, there were some conditions that came along with that gift that meant those conditions are currently under negotiation, but because of those conditions, we haven't been able to formally accept and accession the work into the collection.
Oh, okay. And what are those conditions?
They're currently under negotiation.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if I can share them, but they're just related to the display.
To the display.
Yeah.
Okay. Has Ms. Rinehart raised any concerns about this particular portrait? Do you know?
The portrait that we have on
Yes,
site?
the portrait you have.
The gift came from her, so she's quite happy with it.
Oh, right. So she would like this one hung?
But only in a particular way.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Ms. Rinehart, this is a portrait she owns and she's gifting it to the portrait gallery.
Yes.
So she must like this one.
I hope so.
She doesn't like them all, does she?
It wouldn't appear so.
So it's not that Gina Rinehart is obviously against portraits of herself, because she likes this one, she owns this one, she wants this one hung in a particular way, which you're having to negotiate. But she clearly doesn't like the portrait of her hanging in the National Gallery, does she?
She seems to have indicated that no, she does not like that portrait.
Has Ms. Rinehart sought other interested people to encourage the portrait gallery to hang her portrait for her?
As in the one that we hold?
Yes.
Not that I'm aware of. I believe
You haven't no swimmers have written to you, or
No, I haven't heard from any
members
swimmers.
of political parties, or
Not at this stage, no.
okay.
We don't often accept gifts with conditions. There are... we will work with an artist often to understand how they would like their artwork displayed, but the sitter does not normally have any say over how the work is done.
So Ms. Rinehart is not only requesting that you hang this particular piece of her, but unusually also demanding how it is hung, and that's not a usual practice.
It's not a new... I would say that we haven't received any request to hang the work, so we received an offer of a gift.
It's going to sit in the back room,
which
is it?
has been accepted. And if we are able to formally accession the work, then it would be another cultural object that we use to curate in exhibitions as needed.